everyone, I'm Allie and I am a domestic wannabe, and I am really excited to finally, better late than never, sit down and share with you my 39 by 39. I turned 38 back in May, and as I was celebrating my birthday and a brand new year, I thought to myself, as a go-getter that I am, an overachiever, one might say, that I should do 38 things during my 38th year just to really make it memorable and also to go back into finding myself again. After becoming a mom, don't get me wrong, I still was achieving my own goals. I was still following my personal interest. Case in point, I'm sitting here talking to you on my YouTube channel, which I started because I wanted to. And I continue it because I enjoy it. So don't get me wrong, I've still been pursuing my personal interests since becoming a mom. But I did kind of lose sight of some other things that I love doing. And I decided that in my 38th year, I'm gonna find myself again. I'm gonna find those interests. I'm going to pursue and actually complete tasks for those interests. And in the process of coming up with 38 things to do in my 38th year, I found one more and turned it into 39 by 39. Now, of course, I'm a domestic wannabe, so it's kind of becoming a thing for me to be a little behind in sharing it. So I had intentions of sharing this months ago, back when I started it in May, but here we are. It is December 1st, and I'm sharing it with you. And come December 23rd, we are 6 months from the goal date. So I wanna share what is the 39 by 39. It is 39 goals I decided I'm going to do. And some of these goals are very simple. Some of them are designed to push me outside of my limits and really being consistent in getting things done. Now, have I been great at this all year? No. Case in point, 2 items on the 39 by 39 have been completed. Many are in process, but they were designed to be that way. And case in point, I will show you what I mean. Beginning of the year, I bought a bullet journal. I bought a bullet journal to track my 39 by 39. The 39 by 39, there are 39 goals, and some of them are big, some of them are small, and some of them are focused on my health. So one of the things I really wanted to be intentional about was doing yoga every day. I will be honest, this is how I'm tracking it. I have done really well, in my opinion. The goal was to do 300 days of yoga, a marginal error of having 65 days off. And I have gotten super good in the habit of doing yoga 10 minutes before bed. I found a bedtime yoga, so I usually am in bed because at nighttime I'm exhausted. But I just kind of stretch out my hips, and that's what I do. And I'm trying to add now a daytime yoga of actually doing like downward dog, all of those, not just laying in bed and, basically like moving my hips from side to side. But alas, I still have done it, and I counted it because it was one extra thing I wasn't doing before. So I track it on here, and I still have to kind of catch up right now. I have not been perfect, but I've been pretty darn good. I also just wanted to track cardio, 4 goals based on cardio. And this was just a tracker, not actually a goal. And you can see I haven't been great on cardio just this last week because I have been re-energized. In realizing I'm halfway through basically of my goals, I decided I better get serious. So my cardio goals, I wanted to run a 5K, then run a second 5K faster, then run a 10K, and then run a half marathon. And I've had run a half marathon as a goal since before I had my child. So this year I decided it's gonna be done. What I have decided since setting this goal is I do not need to do this as a public race. I don't need to sign up for anything and actually do it. I can do it on the treadmill. I can do it in my own neighborhood. I just need to do the distance. I found when I did that, just as a reevaluate, it took a little bit of pressure off, and it made it a little bit more fun for me to pursue this again. And that goes for all of them. So all 4, the 5Ks, everything, I can do it on my treadmill. I can do it outside if I want. I just have to do the distance. And I can say I did it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I don't have to pay money to go run with a bunch of people and have the pressure of running with people, though I think it would be fun. I don't want the pressure of it. So I took it off and I just have to do the distance. I was training earlier in the summer, but so much came up. I restarted this week with my Couch to 5K app and we're going for it. Additionally, I had bought a bike earlier this year, a stationary bike, and I want to do 75 bike rides. Again, I have not been great with cardio. So since setting this goal, I had done 1 bike ride, but this week I've done 2. So we're up to 3. We are on our way to 75. I'm doing the math because I am that kind of person. I have to do a little bit of planning, and that's what the 6-month mark is. I figured out how many weeks I have left, and to reach that goal without trying to do like the last 75 days of bike rides, I really need to do about 3 bike rides a week. So 75 bike rides, I've got 3 down. There's our status update on that. And I have not finished a 5K distance yet. I'm back at the beginning of Couch to 5K, and I'm gonna do it the best I can. If I should decide to run a half marathon, there is a local one the day after I turn 39, and I figured that's close enough that it would still count as part of my 39 by 39, because what is 24 hours? That if I should decide come the beginning of May or end of April, if I want to register for that, I might. But I don't necessarily have to. Or maybe I do their 10K. It just as a wrap up to the season. And again, this is a goal I have set every single year for the last, I would say probably 10 years, is I want to run a half marathon, and I never have taken the plunge to actually do it. So this year, before I turn 39, I really want to say I've run that distance. And then I have try a reformer class because it's something brand new and something I have never done. And then leave it to me. I found a place that has reformer classes, and they text me now like every other week. So I'm gonna have to actually follow up with them and do a class. I wanna read and listen to books. I wanted to do 5 business or personal growth books and 10 fun books. And again, the pressure's off. While I'm working out now, I am listening to books. I have listened to Atomic Habits, but I kind of did it while I was doing other things and wanted to listen to it again. But right now I'm listening to Britney Spears' biography. So going on from that, right up where you are with me, and that is I wanted to make 100 YouTube videos. I have to update this, but that was something I really wanted to do, and I wanted to grow my subscribers. This is something I do for fun, but being able to connect with people and being able to just track like, hey, this thing that I do for fun is actually successful. And that level of success, I already feel very successful with where I'm at. I've reached things a lot of people that start a YouTube channel haven't done. And I feel really good about that. And that is because of you guys. So thank you so much. So I also had the goal of having 5,000 subscribers total, or 500,000 views. And I started my 38th year with 2,400 subscribers, and right now we are just over 2,700. So it's super exciting. I have to be honest, it's not a metrics like I'm focused on, because I also had how many views. It's not like a metric I'm focused on, but it is a measurement that is useful. And that's why I put it on there. My real goal is to do the 100 videos because I want to get better at creating content. I want to be more skilled at filming. I want to be more skilled at editing, at scripting, at this whole creation process. I threw myself into making YouTube videos knowing nothing, and I feel like I have come so far, and it's really a personal goal to just continue to develop this skill and to develop this channel. So thank you for being here with me. If you're new, I really would love it if you join me and hit that subscribe button. So with that, I have food goals, lots of food goals, because what domestic wannabe wouldn't have food goals? And what I mean by food goals is I want to make things I've never made before, or I want to perfect things. So this is a big list. This is probably where most of my 39 by 39 comes into play. So I have make homemade pasta, make beef Wellington, because years ago we used to watch Kitchen Nightmares, and Gordon Ramsay, they always made a beef Wellington and made it seem like it was so hard. So I was like, I have to learn to make a beef Wellington. I can put myself on the map as a good cook if I know how to make beef Wellington. I don't think I've actually eaten beef Wellington, so it'll be a journey. Make and bake a 3-tier cake. I've never done it. I decided this year I'm gonna do it. I'm not looking to be a professional baker. I just want to say I've done it. Make homemade gnocchi, make homemade croissants, make homemade macaroons, make bao buns. And I want to make specifically sweet ones that were at a restaurant that's called Mongolian Barbecue. They serve them at the end of dinner and they are so good. I've gone in there and asked if I could just buy them, and back then they were like, no, you have to buy the whole meal. And it's like a buffet. I've been determined to find them, but I have found one copycat recipe and I haven't made it yet, but it's like impossible to find this recipe. So I'm gonna try this recipe I had found and see if they work. But we also eat at a different restaurant that has like savory bao buns, and they're completely different. And I'm gonna make those too. So, but that counts as one goal, like the 2 versions. Make homemade cheesecake, make homemade biscuits, make homemade ravioli. And then I have some baking goals, and they're pretty big. I wanna make 8 different kinds of sourdough because one just wasn't enough. Cinnamon rolls 5 different ways. Homemade cinnamon rolls, by the way. 38, now remember I started this as a goal of 38 things. So 38 was the theme, and then it changed to 39. But some of these goals are just sticking with 38. 38 new vegetarian dishes, 38 new chicken dishes, 38 flat top grill dishes, so I can be a flat top grill master, because I got a flat top last year for Christmas. But I only have so many months to use it, really, in the summer. And let's just say come spring, I'm gonna be cooking on the flat top a lot. And 38 new cookie recipes, because I love baking cookies. And I started that one strong, but I've fallen off a bit. So I also wanted to take 38 new classes on new topics. So I took that one as an opportunity to sign up for SkillShare. And if you're unfamiliar with SkillShare, it is an online platform where you can actually take courses and classes in areas of interest that interest you. And it doesn't have to be professional, but they have tons of professional development courses, from anything like filming food videos, my new area of interest because I just started a new business, to social media marketing, to crocheting, knitting, stained glass art. There's so many different opportunities and different skills you can learn using Skillshare, and they do offer a free trial to give it a chance. And I tried my free trial, I fell in love with it. While I'm cooking, I will be listening to them in the background. I have been listening to them while I started my workout journey again, and it's just a way to really keep those skills that you want or to learn new ones. And right now I am loving it. So I definitely recommend checking out Skillshare, and I will have a link down in the comments below for you to go and check them out. I also wanted to start a new business, grow a garden. We have finally come to a task I have completed. Like, sound the alarms. I have completed grow a garden. Yes, I started a garden. I grew things successfully from that garden, and I can say I am a gardener. Now, I had some faux pas with the whole garden, namely when we planted our seeds. I used clothespins to write down what the items were, and the first day I watered them. Because I used washable marker, all of the names of the seeds disappeared, and I had no idea what they were. So I went from the best of my ability to knowing, what seed packets I opened. I did pretty good at naming them. I knew the tomatoes. Everything else was a mystery. And everything else was kind of stuff I didn't love. Like I didn't love yellow squash, and I planted a lot of yellow squash. So was the garden completely successful? Yes, because I started seeds from scratch. I planted them, I grew them. I had a successful harvest of tomatoes and yellow squash and cucumber and a lot of peas. Turns out we don't eat a lot of peas or beans, sorry, wax beans and green beans. And yeah, I've lived, I've learned, and I can't wait to do another garden next year with actual fruits and veggies that I love. But I have grown a garden successfully, so we're checking that off of the list. I want to learn more about house maintenance, meaning I want to know where the water shutoff is. I know where it is now because of a dilemma in the past. I want to know what to do when the sump pump goes out. I want to know what to do. I want to know how to change the filter on the furnace. I want to know that basic house maintenance things. And I'm excited to learn it. So I need to get working on that one because that one is really important. I wanted to purge my office. Now, when I wrote this, I don't believe my office was in here. My office was in another location, and it was basically downstairs. And I have moved it, and I did do a big purge, but I want to fine tune it because a lot of things just got tucked away into bins for me to tackle during the winter months when I knew I'd be inside more. So I still want to do that, so I'm not counting it as a successful purge yet. Write 38 blogs. So write 38 blogs for a domestic wannabe. I did start a website. I'm going to make that website something. It's going to be something that ties into my YouTube channel vlog. I'm going to make it something. And I'm excited about that. I still am figuring it out though. But I want to write 38 blogs. So, I've got 6 months to do it. I want to write 52 blogs for my family-owned business. I want to purge the garage by half. Now, I had that opportunity this summer. It didn't work. So if I want to do that one, I'm going to have to get working on it in the spring. But I am selling things in smaller batches online in an attempt to get more stuff out of there. Plan a trip to Disney. Yet another one I have done. I have planned it. I have taken it. And now I am still paying for it. That is 2 39 by 39s that have been completed. And I have to say, it was one of the best trips I have been on. My son loved it. It was his first trip. It was amazing. So it was well worth everything. And I'm so glad that we had the opportunity to take this trip. I want to plan a road trip and then stain the outside stuff. So we have things outside. We got a new fence. It needs to be stained. I thought we'd get to it this summer. We didn't. We bought the stain, but we have not stained the outside stuff. So that'll be a spring task because winter's here. I can't do it now. Take a new class locally. So the last few years, my sister-in-law and I have actually taken different art classes and cookie decorating classes, and they were so much fun. I want to find another one. So I just want to do one of those. Only one, not 38. For 39 by 39, there is more to it than just one-off tasks. It is things like make 38 new chicken dishes. And most of the things are things that are progressive. I have to do them regularly if I'm gonna reach the goal, like 300 days of yoga. I am working on everything. I've completed 2, and to help me continue building progress, I decided to make myself a little game. And it is a bingo game. And on this bingo game, I have it Get Those Goals Bingo. It's every 2 weeks, basically. I'm going to fill in what I need to work on. So the next 2 weeks, I'm working on finishing 1 book, do several bike rides, do at least 5 days of yoga, but I try to do it every day. I want to make several of the veggie dishes. I want to finish one of my SkillShare classes. I want to do several YouTube videos. And I kind of moved them all around, but I also want to do things like sell $50 in online sales. So like the the stuff from the garage I'm trying to sell online. I want to start creating more YouTube shorts. So I have that on here. So things that even aren't on that list, but I've added since. I started a social media company as part of this. I started a business called Shine Bright Social, and I'm really excited about it. I literally just got my official LLC yesterday. I'm just over the moon about it. So I'm very excited about it. Shine Bright Social is here. It is started. I have clients and I'm loving what I do, and I'm learning every single day, and I think that's one of the things I was missing and I really needed. I hope that you're inspired to reach any goal you're working on. Maybe you just want to do one in the next 6 months. This has been almost 6 months in the making to get as far as I am. Let's just say I hope the next 6 months I really do start ticking those things off of the checklist. I am smiling right now thinking about all of these things because every single one of them is pushing me in a new way. And it's both personally, like becoming a better cook. I'm a decent cook. I'm gonna put that out there. I'm a really decent cook. But again, I never wanna be perfect at something because there's always room to keep growing. And that is the purpose of my 39 by 39, is I just wanted a year of growth. I wanted a year of not being perfect, so not necessarily running a registered 5K where I'll make my own number. I just wanted personal growth this year. And that is where the 39 by 39 came from. And I wanted to share it with you, even if it is halfway through. I will be sharing with you updates, whether you're into goal setting or not. I hope that you follow along with me by hitting that subscribe button below and tell me in the comments what you are excited to see along my journey. Or tell me what you're working on during this journey too. Thank you so much for watching and for your support. I appreciate you taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend it with me, and I'll be back. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you later.